Yo, listen, I don't know how to title this video, but I want to talk about basically mindset. Um, and your mindset oftentimes determines your reality. The reason I'm making this video is because I seen a guy, a young dude, I would say maybe late 20s, early 30s, right? And y'all know I Uber and Lyft. Like I do gig jobs, right? I got a couple different side hustles that I'm doing and trying to stick to, right? But Uber is how I pay my bills, right? It's how I take care of my family. I seen a video and this guy said, he literally said, if you are doing Uber and Lyft, you ruined your life. And, that's a really good title. So I was like, let me see what he's talking about. Because, I Uber and Lyft, and I don't feel as if I ruined my life. So I click on the video, and this is not, by any means trying to shame bruh or talk down on dude, because I'm actually into uplifting, right? But this guy goes on to, in the video, explain why he feels basically unseen. I think that's what he wanted to articulate, right? And that's fine. There are always people who are unseen. People in the service industry in particular, everybody needs us, but there's so many familiar faces, right? And the skill set that we typically bring, it's not groundbreaking, right? Now you can have excellent customer service, whether that's a concierge, Uber, Lyft driver, a server, a bartender, a real estate agent, right? Like a lot of these jobs is basically customer service, because we are helping a customer do something, right? So I guess this guy was struggling internally with his reality. One of the examples that that he said in the video that I was really blown away by and taken back by, he said that he feels like he ruined his life because when he's picking people up and they're going on these business trips and their bosses are paying for for their food, their hotels, and all their just the work trip is what he was getting at. Now, I'm not sure if this guy has ever been on a work trip, but it's not that cool. It's really not that cool. Now, there are some cool aspects, right? It's cool parts. But I think he was really struggling with his identity. I think he wants a different label besides a driver, besides Uber and Lyft driver. Now, I will say to people, right? Gig economy, right? If you are in this you know it can be a grind. It can be taxing on your mind, your body, your spirit, your health, right? If you really, get in the bag. Your car, right? It can be a grind. But I would not trade this to go back into corporate America or go clock in anywhere. If I was gonna clock in somewhere, like the amount of money I make now, for me to go clock in somewhere, I would have to have several degrees, I'm sure. Or I would have to have a unique skill set, maybe in like tech or something, where it's just undeniable. Me going to clock in at a consulting company or a pest control company or like a warehouse, like all of these jobs, and nothing is wrong with these jobs, right? But it is no way I would give up, number one, the amount of money I make, and number two, the freedom that I have. Now, my freedom, I say freedom, but in all actuality, I still have to go. I have a set schedule, basically. Like, I have to go out when it's busy, or you're not going to make full-time money. If you're not working those Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, you're not going to make full-time money. You're not going to make good money, right? You got to go out when it's busy. When the demand is high, you need to be on the road. Forget everything else. You got to let your kids, your lady, your friends, you got to let them know, nah, I can't do that. I got to work. Like, y'all worked all throughout the week. This is my work time. I can't just not go. Right? That's like me hitting you up on a Tuesday, like, hey, bro, let's go to a bar. And you talking about, I got to work. I'm like, nah, bro, come on. Same thing, right? So I wanted, hopefully this dude checks his video out, but I wanted to tell him that it's a mindset thing, because I don't see how two people can do the exact same thing and have two totally different experiences and outcomes. He feels as if he ruined his life. I feel as if I have started a new life. Now, I wouldn't suggest anybody, I would say, I think everybody's goal, whether you work a regular job, a 9-to-5, a warehouse job, a gig, like whatever you do for money, I think everybody needs to be thinking about, how am I going to retire? How can I work less and make more money? I think that should be everybody's goal. Everybody's. If you are not retired, or you are not doing what you truly love, and when I say truly love, I mean you do it for free. You would do it for free, no money attached to it. If you are not in those two situations, and when I say do what you love and get paid for it, right? So if you're not in that situation, and paid meaning you can take care of yourself, you can take care of your family. If you are not in those two situations, you are still in the rat race. You are still in the rat race. So some people feel better in their person with a title. And I think that is what this gentleman was suffering from. I think he wants a glorified title. He wants to say, this is my office, right? And Uber and Lyft is not going to give you that. because you're an independent contractor. We don't have coworkers, bro. We don't have coworkers, brother. You know what I mean? So I think the title is what keeps most people in la la land, in delusional land. When I don't know where this guy lives, but if you have a decent market, bro, I guarantee, and you're not, being super lazy with it, right? You can have some lazy days, but if you're gonna be lazy with it, then the whole point is null and void anyway. Because if you're lazy and you don't want to work, period, then I don't care what you do. Like, nothing is gonna produce for you. You're not gonna produce any fruit from the tree if you're not willing to work at all, right? So hopefully he's doing that. And if he's doing that and he's able to work when he wants to, bro, I guarantee most of the people that he's driving around, he makes more money than. At least my situation in Nashville, I know for a fact, and I don't want to sound too crazy, but I would say about 80 to 85% of the people I drive around, I make more money than. But they look at me as the driver or helper. They're like, and I get what bro was saying, because you get some people who, they feel a little like pity for you almost. Like, oh, Uber's taking all your money. I'm like, don't worry about my money. I mean, your job is taking all your money, right? Don't worry about what me and Uber, we got a good relationship, bro. We chilling. You know what I mean? But that's all, it's perception. It's perception. You're driving around a lot of teachers, firefighters, police officers, store managers, like just regular jobs, and nothing is wrong with a job. But I'm making this video because I want bruh to know, and people who are doing this, bro, stand on business, bruh. Don't be feeling like, why are you feeling shameful for having your freedom, working when you want to, making good money if you live in a good market? You are worried about the wrong things. Now, if you're not into money, if the money's not what you after, like me, I'm after a little bit of freedom and the most money that I can manage to make. That's what I'm into. But if that's not important to you, then bro, just go try to be a bank teller. I don't know what you would be proud of, but it sounds like he is missing something from his life that he wants to be proud of. He wants to be prideful of his work, and nothing is wrong with that. I do understand that sentiment, right? In doing this, there is a sense of pride, but it's just a job. That's how I look at it. The gig is the gig. How you make money is how you make money. I want to look at the smartest ways to make money, the quickest ways to make money, and the least amount of effort. I want to work smarter, not harder. So me doing labor work back in the day, hell no, bro. Working like a slave for $16, $17 an hour? Hell no. No. When I can get in the car and on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make at least $28 an hour, and that's if it's slow. So, I mean, I don't know what to necessarily say to do, but I mean, I left a big ass comment like, man, like, bro, you're looking at this the wrong way. And if you feel like, once again, if you feel like you ruined your life, it is not because of this situation right here, brother. I'm telling you, it's not because of this. It's because a multitude of situations that led you here, you are not happy with. So you got to deal with that. We all do. We all got to deal with reality. What about people who work for a company for 20, 30, 40 years and then they retire and barely have enough to scrape by? I bet if you ask them, I bet they would say, man, I wish I took more chances. I wish I took more risks. Because that's no way to live, in my opinion. Now, certain people, of course, that is exactly what they want. They want a cookie cutter house, right? Nice house. They want 2 kids. They want 2 decent cars, a happy marriage, a dog, and a fence. And they want to know, hey, I'm secure. I have a job that I can go to the church and tell them I do this, and everybody's like, oh man, that's awesome. I think that is living for other people more than living for yourself. I don't think most people want that. I think most people want to thrive. I don't think most people like being told what to do. I don't think most people like a boss. As a grown man, and I swear I'm not taking shots. And maybe it's just me. Like I'm a rebel, bro. Like I'm a black male who tends to go against the grain. It's just part of my personality, and not in a negative way. But as a black male, if I get any slight of disrespect from a white manager, I feel away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just me. So I knew at a young age, I left my job at Cracker Barrel. I just walked out. I walked out. They was busy as hell. I walked out because we got a new GM, and he tried to tell me what I was going to do. I said, nah, bro. Jay don't operate like that. No, not me. Jay don't operate like that. I'm sorry. I'm up out of here, brother. And just walked out, quit. Because I know if jobs are what we're looking for, we can find a job anywhere. The hard part is trying to create money by yourself. That's the hard part. And I'm not saying Lyft and Uber makes you an entrepreneur, but it springboards you into entrepreneurship. Because while you have that extra time, when you're not working, because you get to create your own schedule, you can deliberately start working at something. Deliberately start working at something. And you can do the same thing with a 9 to 5. I am not shaming any side. I'm just telling you about my personality, and I am responding to a video that I seen that was just heavy on my heart. Nothing is wrong with either one. But I think this is much easier. You can operate, you can listen to your body more with this. Now, once again, those few times where it's busy, you have to prioritize that. And I'm gonna make Uber driving tips video. But you have to prioritize that. That is king. That's how you make your money. But ultimately, you can listen to your body. If you honestly don't feel like going into work, you don't have to. There's no penalty. It's no fault. You're not going to get in trouble. Not going to get written up. But don't make that a habit. That's one thing a job will do. A job will keep you honest. They say, hey, nigga, if you call out one more time, you gone. Terminate it. Right? See, with Uber and Lyft, you can plan on going to work and then not go. You're not going to get a no call, no show. Uber's not going to send you an email. And so in wrapping up, I want to say, listen, perception is reality. Perception is reality. It's all about your mindset, bruh. It is all about your mindset. And honestly, if you are not making good money and you've tried everything to to circumvent that, to correct that, and it's just not working, then bro, maybe you should look into another job, right? Maybe you should look into finding a job. But I would say, if you're going to be making similar money doing this and going into work, I would take this 10 times out of 10. Not even close. Not even close. And this job, I know a lot of people do it out of necessity. A lot of people do it and they may not be fit for it. So maybe my experience with Uber and Lyft is totally different because, like I said, I come from service industry. I come from talking to people all the time. I come from sales, right? Like I have the gift of gab. I have a knack for just relating with people. Now, maybe you don't feel, he said he doesn't feel like seen almost. Maybe you got to be more relatable. Maybe it's like a personality thing. Maybe your personality is not meshing with the people that get in your car on a consistent basis. And it's making you feel as if the riders are ignoring you or not friendly, or I don't know. I don't know your situation. But there are strategies that you could do to, come off as more friendly, more inviting to people. And if all you want, if less money, or let's say the same money, if the same amount of money you made last year, you could make working for a corporation, and you would have a job title, and they would give you 2 work trips a year. If that is your North Star, if that is your, if that's what makes you happy, makes you fulfilled, please go do that, bro. Please go do that. But one thing I will say is you cannot come out with bold statements like that. Meaning, if you're doing Uber and Lyft, you ruined your life. You can't say that, because that's not true. That is just not true. I know, bro, I've never struggled harder in my life than when I worked a corporate job. But it wasn't because of the money. It was because of my decision making. What I was doing with my money. Being a steward of your money is literally the most important thing. I think it's the most important thing in the world besides breathing. Because everybody makes money, not everybody keeps it. And I am 31 years old, and it took me that long to realize that. I was like, man, why am I having such bad luck? Why are things not going my way? I wasn't having bad luck. I was making bad, dumb, stupid decisions. I spent a large portion of my life in a drunken blur where, of course, I was still functioning, but I was making irrational decisions a lot of the times. I spent, man, bro, over 100 bands easy gambling over the past few years. You win some, you lose some. But the last time I looked at my FanDuel thing, I was negative $2,000. In the whole $2,000, which is technically not that bad for me doing it that long. And I've had some crazy wins. Like, you win like 15 grand in one night. That's supposed to be a starter for something. But me not being a good steward of my money, I would bet half of it back. Bet half of it back, take half of it out, pay off all my credit cards, pay up all my bills. And then what? You got a couple grand left, maybe go get some shoes. Go get some shoes, go out to eat a couple times. And then we right back to giving FanDuel more money. So I want to desperately say to you, brother, and I hope you find your peace. I really do, but the no job directly is why you ruined your life. No job. It's no job. It's decision making. The decisions you have made have led you to where you're at. So I'm making this video and really it's in all peace and love. Hopefully, I don't know who will watch it. Probably, not a lot of people. But I'm gonna just keep posting shit because I like talking shit, right? But hopefully y'all found some gems in here. I know I was rambling, but yeah, and if y'all find that, I was trying to look for the video too. If y'all could find that video, make sure you link it down in the comment section, because I don't know. I wanna reach out to this dude too, and just talk to him, just see like where his head is at. If he, I just want to chop it up. But peace, Dab. Y'all take care.